Okay, everyone, pluck a duck. Uh, Pluck a duck is a dissonant of plucking a duck in relation to plucking a duck. But in relation to plucking a duck, how many infants have we been plucked in relation to a duck? But in a time of, I think it's my heart on, is it? Of course not. Anyway, plugging a duck based upon the grushon of, you know, plugging a duck. Any kinds of things to blug the deco. Hmm. But that animal is not purebred. It's century of purebred. It's not aboriginal. It's prior to aboriginal. Mhm. So anyway, why did she kill my baby? It's been on the news back in the old days for so long. So the dingo, do they become a dog or a werewolf? Which species are the paramount of species? No, herbs. Usually dogs are just dogs in relation to wearing around, jumping around, exercising, guide dogs, and baby killer. So why does a dingo kill baby? But dingo is a different than previously the flamingo, because the crocodile has a color of the flamingo in relation to the amana, because crocodile actually eats meat. Of course they do. So in that way, has he passed that Aussie guy, the straight guy with blonde hair? But anyway, in that way, in your Zoolander, the fashion out and fashion in is a plucker in relation to ducking. Do you know what a duck is? Yes. But how about when you duck? Ah, obviously. But plucking a duck in relation to a instant of plucking a duck. So in plucking a duck, the timetable is just plucking a duck. But in that way, when you pluck a duck, how do you know how to duck the heater? Ah, obvious. Today will be my last day to help you guys with Easy Peasy by Miss Pinky. I got a statue of her that's prior to Miss Pink Lady, but it's an apple. Oh, so because she's around, I just do simple things, and next time I'll probably have, some kind of oral, because oral is just oral based upon the, dentist, toothpaste, etc. I can't be bothered. Ask her. Anyway, how come she's prior to Miss Pink Lady and Miss Pinky? Because isn't there a cartoon with two mouths, Brain and Pinky? So in that way, Brain and Pinky. The Brain is a geek, Pinky is just a baby, but I'm a kid. So in that way, since the dingo kills the baby, what platform, mm platform is the species of the dogs? Well, on my YouTube, it's a skeleton. But in that way, what kind of species is a dog in relation to collectors? Because each neighborhood has a certain amount of dogs, which also means they are re-element. Adam and Eve. Really? Ah, too easy. So in that way, Brendan, the fluid is not contemporary art anymore. It's just a species of knowing herbs and spices to hot and cold. So, doctors, in relation to hot and cold, your bulk bill is just your what percentages of cold flu, cough syrup, colds, IGA, or market. Because it's not illegal, is it? No. It's just a common Panadol, flu, cold, hot tube. So, in winter, in your bedroom, if you don't have ducted heating, Jim New, if you don't have ducted heating, then how can you compel the head to be warm? Isn't there a hot bottle? All you do is just like fill it up with hot water, put under the pillow, and you just, downheat your brain. So when it downheats your brain, Miss Pinky is just not the stigma, it's a sixth of heat in the brain. So our species of dogs can identify where the cat will be by woofy doofing into the hot blocker of hot plates by UK oven. So in that way, if the composer understands that the species is a baby killer, but if it is a baby killer, then how come we are simplifying Miss Pinky with brainless thinking? So in that way, with brainless thinking, our animation before Justin Malik can achieve the next GLLO in relation to hot plates oven cutter. So in relation to hot plate oven cutter, how can the babysitter mark the hot pot in relation to Buddhism by vegetarian? So in that way, our species are just hormone. So, Zong and Monkey Magic. Not really. So, in that way, when the species are flamingo with the crocodile, they come some. No. Do they talk to each other or the crocodile eats the flamingo? Probably. But, Miss Pinky, the species of crocodile leather is Alphonson in the flamingo because flamingo has a pink beak, but the crocodile is a horseshoes of dog species because their tooth by Calazino is fluid to bigger fluorescent tube. So in that way, the crocodile sees any colors or too quick. Well, okay. The blindest goddess in Macau. What is the spices of hot and cold fluorescent tube? So in that way, the KK is only a patasan of pate in relation to duck flavor by Vietnamese rock solid. So in that time, the species of the hot fluid is an akalong in relation to the flamingo. But the flamingo is a Eve in relation to where it come from by Adam and well drawn blocker. Sort of. But in that way, my friends, what is the fluorescent tube to Aquila alconon? And in that way, the species of Flamingong and Duchon is a. Does that mean they join together or the crocodile eat flamingo? Research cannot be found. So, Adam and Eve, you're older. So since you're older, did the flamingo colorize the crocodile to eat? So, nouns. Oh, what do I do? I like Miongenta, but the macaron of magnet is that I think I didn't my table. But anyway, Brendan, installment. Okay. Baby cup installment. So baby cup installment in relation to fluid, fluid, fluid. And in that way, fluid, fluid, fluid is an installation of ducted heater. But you knew ducted heater is just a. But the flamingo don't know. I'm not the creator. So in that way, what does monkey magic traveling through to verify the W3C in relation collaborate? Ah, does that mean the crocodile communicate to cobra? No, but the flamingo is just a diaphragm of the croc and this song of cobra. So in that way, based upon cobra, do they cop together? So when they cop together, Do they know together? So the composer, do they know together? If they know together, do they cop? No. So the species of cooperation based upon Brenda, Justin, monkey, Tassam, histon, co-op. So did the you blocked anymore? So anyway, so in that way, previously to the guy that I met at Ross House, based upon yes. Now, Brendan, composer, not contemporary art, composer, because composer is so. In the history, how does we know that we need to light the fire to keep our heat on? What kind of things is this? Pump, air? Oh no, it's just a fluxion of flamingo species. So the flamingo species is copying the phloem of the croc, and in relation to the croc, how does the reptile? No, mentone is not around. So in this species of the dingo, how does Tiston know? Because in Tasmania, he has a devil. Yes. But no. So in this species, what are we composing into this, that, this, that in relation to Suffolk? Because the composer of flamingo spices the hot speed of